Good morning, 8th standard. Now we are proceeding further with sets. The next question, till we did first exercise from question number 1 to 5. Now we are proceeding with question number 6. Now they say check which are empty sets. Now empty sets are those which do not have any element in them. Which do not have any element in them. For example, just see, they have given this set, it belongs to whole numbers such that x plus 2 is less than 2. When this 2 goes to the other side, it is x is less than 2 minus 2, so x less than 0. And whole number less than 0 do not exist, so this is an empty set. Similarly, fifth part I have taken up. X belongs to natural numbers. For natural numbers again, when we take 4 to the other side, minus 4, square number cannot be negative, so therefore it is an empty set. Similarly, prime number between 90 and 96. You can see 91 is divisible by 13, 92 by 2, 93 by 3, then 94 again by 2 and 4, 95 by 5. So in between all numbers are divisible by some or the other number. No number is prime. So again we get an empty set. Then after that, even prime, 2 is even as well as prime. So this set is not empty because we have one element in it, that is 2. Now this set they are asking, is it empty or not? It is not empty because 0 is also an element. 0 is present inside, therefore it is not empty. It is having one element in it, that is 0. Now comes your question number 7. In question number 7, they are asking whether these are equivalent sets or not. Equivalent sets are those which have the same number of elements. Number of elements should be the same. Elements can be different, like A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 elements here, 4 elements here. So these are equivalent sets in which number is the same. In A, they have given 2, 3, 5, 7. B is whole numbers less than or equal to 4, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here you can see these are 4 elements, here we have 5 elements, so these are not equivalent. Similarly, second part, solving this we get x is equal to 0, so one element we get x, that is 0. And D set they have given this stands for empty set only, this is empty, and here we have one element 0. So these are again not equivalent. In the third part they say x belongs to natural numbers less than 4. Natural numbers less than 4 are 1, 2, 3. Whole numbers less than 3 are 0, 1, 2. Here 3 elements, here also 3 elements. So these are equivalent. Similarly, in the fourth part, they have given it belongs to integers between minus 3 and 3. So integers between minus 3 and 3 I have written minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, and factors of 16, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. Again they are equivalent because number of elements here are 5, here also 5. So therefore these are equivalent sets. Next comes state true or false. Now 1 to 7 parts, they are easy ones. What is being dealt in that I am explaining you. What are equal sets? Equal sets are those which are exactly the same, like 1, 2, 3 and 3, 2, 1. Even if the order is not the same, but the element is the same. First of all, the number should be the same. Then secondly, the element should be the same. The number is the same and the element is also the same. Okay, so here we have 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Even if the repetition is there, 3, 3, repetition is not entertained in the set. This is 1, 2, 3 only. Okay, so these are equal sets. Equal sets are those which are exactly equal. I think you can make out. Equal means 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Order can be different. Then we have singleton set. Singleton set is that which is having one element in it. It has only one element in it, that is called the singleton set. Now in the 8th part we have to tell true or false. In the 8th part they are saying this is a set belonging to natural numbers and the numbers are between 8 to 13. Natural numbers in between 8 and 13, that is 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 numbers we get. Now here is integers between minus 3 and 1. So that is because equal to sign is there with minus 3. So minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0. We can see that the number of elements are the same. So cardinal number of A is equal to cardinal number of B. Cardinal number is the number of elements. Here also 4, here also 4. So that is true. Now if the cardinal number is same, they are asking, is it necessary A is equal to B? Just look into the previous part only. Here the cardinal number is same. Is it necessary that A is equal to B? No. If the cardinal number is same, it can be A, B, C, D, 9, 10, 11, 12. Two sets, these are with the same cardinal number, but that doesn't mean that the sets are equal, so that is false. Now here next is x is prime factor of 24. Prime factor means make the prime factors. That gives you only 2 and 3 because repetition is not there in the sets. So only 2 and 3 comes in the prime factors. And when we take factors of 24, they have given this. So both are not equal. That is a false statement. If they say that these are equal, that is false. Now the second exercise of this deals with the subsets. Second exercise of this deals with the subsets. Now see what is a subset. Listen very carefully. A is suppose 1, 2, 3. B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we say A is a subset of B. Subset is small set which is taken out from B. Subset. Okay. A small set, like we say subpart. So that is a part of the question. Similarly here, it is a subset means that is a small part of this set. So we can say A is a subset of B. Now what is the identity? How do you recognize the set? That means every element of A should be present in B. If every element of A is present in B, then we say A is a subset of B. You can see 1, 2, 3, all elements are present and there should be some more elements also. So A is a subset of B and B is called a superset of A. Superset means the bigger set. The reverse order, how we read, A is a subset of B, B is a superset of A. Now, when we have to write, suppose there are 3 elements in the set, 1, 2, 3, and they say write all the subsets of this set. Then you can see 1, it's a subset of this. Then 2, if I write like this, it's a subset of this. 3. First we take one element each. These are all the subsets of the given set. Then we can also write 1, 2. 1, 2 is a subset of this. Then 2, 3 is a subset of this. Similarly, 1, 3 is a subset of this. Then 1, 2, 3 is a subset of this. Every element of this is present in this. Therefore, it is a subset. And even empty set is a subset of every set. Remember, empty set is a subset of every set. Now here how many sets we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sets. Number of elements here are 3. So number of sets we get 2 raised to power 3, that is 8 subsets we get. Okay, if there are 2 elements in the set and you have to write the number of subsets, then it will be 2 square, that is 4 subsets will be there, including empty set and the set itself. And now if they say what is a proper subset, out of these 8 subsets, all are proper subsets, but only 1, 2, 3 is not proper subset. Proper means that this element of this set is present in this set, but this should also have some more elements. That is, I'll show you here. Like suppose 2, 3 is here and we have 2, 3, 4. This 2, 3 is a proper subset of this because this set contains 2, 3 and also has some other element along. Right? So this 2, 3 is a proper subset of this. But if I write 2, 3, 4 and this 2, 3, 4, then it is a subset, but it is not a proper subset because it do not have any extra element here. 1 or 2 more extra elements should be present in the power set. Then we say that it is a proper subset. Now coming to the first question of the exercise, they say write it in mathematical notation. A is a proper subset of B. So we write like this, A is a proper subset of B. Then they say C is a superset of D. That means the symbol we invert, C is a super subset of D. And then B contains A. Now see, B contains A. If B contains A, that means B is bigger. B is carrying A along. So that means A is smaller. A is a subset of B. Then they say neither A is a subset of B nor B is a subset of A. So we can cross and then write. Second and third questions are the same. So I am doing the second question. Third I am leaving for you. Listen here now. A is all quadrilaters, means all four-sided figures are present in A. Rectangles, rhombus, squares, everything is present in A. Now B is all rectangles, C is all squares, D is all rhombus. Now just see. We have to find out whether B is a subset of C. These three we have to check. First check this relation. B, is it a subset of C? All rectangles, are they present in this? All rectangles, are they all squares also? No, they are not. All rectangles are not present in all squares. So therefore that is false. From the first link only we come to know that it is false. So no need to go ahead. In the second one, C is a subset of B. C, all squares are present in all rectangles. Because all square, if I draw a square, then this is a rectangle also. Opposite sides are equal. Square all sides are equal, so opposite are automatically equal. So C is present in B. And is B present in A? All rectangles are quadrilaters? Yes, that's true. So we get true. Similarly, all squares are rhombus. Now square is a rectangle also, rhombus also, parallelogram also. Square has all the properties. But neither rectangle is a square nor rhombus is a square. Okay? Square is everything. Square is a rectangle also, square is a rhombus also, square is a parallelogram also. Coming to third part, C is a subset of D. C, squares are rhombus also. Yes, that's correct. And D is a subset of A. All rhombus, they are subset of quadrilaters, that is true. Now fourth part, D is a subset of C. All rhombus, are all rhombus squares also? Is a rhombus square? No, rhombus is not a square. So D is not a subset of C. When I draw a rhombus and I ask you, is it a square? No, rhombus is not a square. Its angle is not 90. So rhombus do not come in this. So therefore it is false. Similarly, when this type is there, we start from here, this side. C, is it a subset of B? All squares are all rectangles. Correct. Then all rectangles belong to quadrilaters. Then similarly A, all quadrilaters, are they rectangles? No, A is not a subset of B, so this goes false. Next now, A is given 1, 2 for the fourth question. Is 1 a subset of A? Now first of all, listen for this. They are asking, is 1 a subset of A? First of all, it's not a set, it's an element. Set is given in this form. So whenever they say it's a subset, it should be a set. If they're asking you 1, it's an element, it's not a subset of A. So 1 is not a subset of A, that is false. Then this belongs to A. Now when it is a subset, it should be in set form. When they say belongs to, then it should be element. 1, it should have been 1 belongs to A, and this is a subset of A. This was correct. They have just interchanged and both are false. That means this is a subset because this should be in a set form. It is a subset of A, and 1, this element belongs to A. So this is the correct form of both. So both are false. Now third one, they write correctly. 1 belongs to A, that is true. Empty set belongs to A, that is false because empty set is not present inside as an element. So that is false. Empty set is a subset of A, that's very true. Empty set is a subset of every set. Then they say this set does not belong to A. That is true because as I told you, this set is not present. 1 belongs to A, but the set do not belong to A. Now similarly, fifth question, they have given A is a subset of A, B, C. Again, we have to tell true or false. A is a subset. Again, it's false because it should be a set. If it has to be a subset, it has to be in the set form. Second part, this belongs to A. Again, they are writing it wrong. Here it should be A belongs to this set. When belonging, it should be element. Element belongs to this. Empty set belongs to this. Again, it's false. This is also false. All three first parts are false. Empty set do not belong. For empty set to belong to this set, it should be like this. Then we can say that empty set belongs to this set because empty set is present in this set. But here empty set do not belong to this. Again, this is false, third part. Fourth part, empty set is a subset of this. Very true because every set is a subset of this. A belongs to this. That is false because A is in the set form. So that is false. Only fourth part is true. This is false. Eighth part is this set is a subset of this. That is true because this is present there. Thank you, children.